This is John. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, we talk about everything. You know, I do talk about my 10 years in prison, an assault that temporarily killed me and gave me a fake skull, brain damage, prostitutes, drugs, fights I've lost, girls I couldn't get. I don't tell all the cool stuff like how I beat this guy up, or beat these three guys up, or got this hottest girl. I talk about when I got my ass kicked by these three guys or this one guy, or how my dick was like the size of a light switch from too many drugs and I couldn't get that girl, blah, blah, blah. You know, and I also talk about finance and my VR playing. You know, I kind of switch it up for a little bit of everybody, you know, because if I just did one thing, people would get sick of just seeing that one type of video over and over, you know. And if you're back another time, like this ain't your first time, welcome back. You know, I'm always glad to have you guys watch my videos. My views have been going up still, which is heartwarming. You know, it feels great. And you know, a little slow, but I've also been making a lot less videos, so it's kind of my fault. But I don't want to swarm you guys with videos just to make videos, you know. And I do appreciate it. So if you could hit the like when you do like it, or even write comments or subscribe, because a lot of, I think like 75% are non-subscribers, but you guys watch all the time, so I don't mind, you know, as long as you guys keep watching. But don't forget, when we get to that 300 subscribers, there's that cash giveaway. I've been doing it and I've always done it, so it still goes. So, you know, once I get to 300 subscribers, I'll make a video, and you have to be a subscriber that I could see that you are a subscriber. Like and leave a comment on that video, and I'll randomly select and wire that money. You know. So, all right, enough of that. Enough of the good stuff. Time for better stuff. You know, I always talk about my portfolio with cryptocurrency. You know, and my stocks, but I'm mainly cryptocurrency. And in May there was a big massive drop with all cryptocurrencies. Like, I think they lost like 1 point something trillion dollars completely. Like, you know, Bitcoin went from 60 something thousand to it hit the high 20s. It's now I think like 35,000. And you know, like my favorite, Ethereum, went from like 4,300 to 1,700. Now it's like 2,300 and something. You know, it's difficult. And what I did was, since I had a lot, I knew I wasn't going to lose because I bought it at the lesser amount. And I never thought, you know, you could lose. I never thought it would be behind it. So I would always keep it, and then eventually it would gain back. You know, I ride out the storm because I don't need the money to live. You know, it's my investments. And once I seen that my profits would be gone, and it has a great chance of going below what my prices were, my basic price range. I might have bought it at, you know, let's say $2 and $5, so like $3, $3.50 is my rough. And then I spent like $1,000 and bought it at $9, so my average went up, you know, stuff like that. But you know, we're talking about different numbers. But my price range was, even though I started Ethereum at like 600 and 900, I started seriously spending money later on. So it was like, I think 2,200 was my average price. And then once I seen it, or 26 or so, whatever, I have it, I showed it like a month or two ago. But once I seen that my $2,600 profit was leaving, and it was gonna drop below my price for purchase, I sold it to keep my whatever profits I had, and just held it in that portfolio, not spent. And then once it did drop to like 1,700 or whatever, that's when I started rebuying it, because I didn't think it was going to drop below that. And it did, like 100 or 200, 300 bucks, but it doesn't matter. It went back up, and I bought almost 3 of them this time instead of having just 1 or 1.5. I have almost 3 Ethereums. So if they went to, which I think they're going to go to 15 grand in a couple months, but let's say they go back to $44,000, and I paid now 17, so it's 4, 8, 12. That's $12,000 right there. You know, plus, you know, minus what I paid for it, which wasn't wasn't that. So, and that's great. You know what I mean? Like, so you got to ride it out. It's not always good to hold if it's going to drop below what you paid for it. If it's going to drop below what you paid for it, sell it and then rebuy it. Sell it before it drops below that, so you're still profiting, and then you're rebuying it at a lower amount. So when it does go up, even when it goes up to the amount you bought it for, you're on a nice profit. And yet you would have been at zero at that point. You know, so it's you got to use your head. You definitely got to use your head, and you got to diversify. Don't have all your chickens, all your eggs in one basket. They say, you know what I mean? And I had Bitcoin. I still do, but not a lot anymore, because I know I have time. I know I have time. My goal is to have 5 Ethereums, and then I'll work more on Bitcoin. Hopefully I still have time. Hopefully I didn't jump up to 100 grand yet. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about Ethereum. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you a little bit of the stuff that is going against them a little bit. Developers building Polygon now have Alchemy's toolkit at their disposal. Alchemy, which has been described as the Amazon Web Service, the AWS, of the blockchain world. You know, so even Amazon's getting in on that. As an infrastructure provider that helps developers build decentralized apps, or dApps, on Ethereum and other networks. Ethereum's limited throughout and mercurial gas fees have prompted many developers and users alike to turn to layer 2 solutions like Polygon, which offers faster transactions and cheaper fees. Sometimes 500 times cheaper in some cases, according to Alchemy product manager Mike Garland. So, you know, if you ain't keeping up on the times, you know, other people will, and they will surpass you. You know, I'll go into Ethereum on their hard fork. This is like important news, but let me talk about, I'll go to the Ethereum and the difference between them and Bitcoin. But, all right, Ethereum's London hard fork expected to launch on August 4th. The protocol update includes 5 Ethereum improvement proposals, or EIPs, most notably the EIP 1559 and EIP 3554. I'll get into them. Ethereum's long-awaited London hard fork is likely to launch on August 4th with block 12,965,000. I guess that's the exact block that's going to happen. That's going to be the first block in their, you know, system. Many Ethereum enthusiasts are excited for the delayed release. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry about that rude interruption from something that I really didn't want nothing to do with. So I'll go back to the London hard fork. I'm pretty sure I stopped after I said what block that will start at. All right. Many Ethereum enthusiasts are excited for the delayed release, while some are watching with cautious optimism. I'm optimistic about it, very optimistic about it. All right, as part of a roadmap designed to lead up to the release of Ethereum 2.0, which will replace Ethereum's current proof of work protocol with proof of stake. The London fork has been implemented into various testnets after successful activation on Robsten and Goerli testnets. The final hard fork date was decided. You know what I mean? And this is the EIP 1559. It introduces a new fee structure to make Ethereum less inflationary. This protocol is highly controversial because it aims to burn part of the fees, hence decreasing the miner reserve, you know, like the people that are mining it, you know. The EIP 3554, it delays Ethereum's difficulty bomb to December 1st. This mechanism will incrementally increase the difficulty of mining on the Ethereum network, effectively freezing proof of work in preparation for Ethereum's move to proof of stake. And you know, that I'm not going to go into all like the blockchain scientific, you know, because I don't know how to word it that way, because, you know, I need more time to word it properly. But basically, the proof of work took up so much energy. Like, they were able to, like, power Guam. Like, that's how much the computer powers for all the miners, you know, for the proof of work. Proof of stake is not going to take much power at all, and it's going to make it light and fast. It's able to instead of, you know, work like a blinder, like a horse running one way, it also, they're able to fork off and to do so many transactions and so much faster, and help with programs that are laid upon on top of that, because that's what I will get into, the difference between Ethereum and Bitcoin in a second. I just got to read 4 things. You know, these little points of like the news, like stuff I could have read and talked about, but I didn't want the video to be like 50 minutes, you know. The fate of Ethereum miners when there's nothing left to mine. You know, what is going to be if they're not getting Ethereum, because Ethereum, the ETH is getting burnt, you know, for their mining and stuff like that, you know, for the stuff, you know, to stop the inflationary. How are they going to get paid? You know, they have other ways of getting paid. Donations and fees and stuff like that will get them paid. It will get them paid, you know what I mean? So, but that is something that they wanted to discuss. They have discussed. And they had something that is now the time to buy Ethereum. I think back then was the time you would have been right, but now is like about the hard fork, and it's about to blow up. I'm telling you, it's about to blow up. And this is from Goldman Sachs. Ethereum's popularity could see ETH become dominant store of value. They could become the dominant over Bitcoin store of value. And U.S. Congressman adds Dogecoin and Ethereum to the portfolio. You know, basically the difference. Bitcoin was meant to just do Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like, you're not putting programs on top of it. It's not doing this. It's not doing that. Ethereum, you know, you get the ETH, you know, well, they're not coins, you know, like I have them. I have Bitcoins, you know, they're not real. You know, Bitcoins aren't coins, you know, that's just what they call them. But the ETH you get for, you know, the Ethereum network, you know, like the work it does, and they're about to do something that dramatically makes them way better than what they are. Like, you could put programs on top of it. Ethereum basically is a program. It's a system that does things. Like, you could put Twitter on top of it, Facebook on top of it. Just like Zynga. Zynga did their thing off of a Facebook background platform, and look, they're a multi-billion-dollar company. You know, they started out that way, but you know, and I've been reading a lot of stuff that's saying that there's a chance where the flippy flop that they call the Ethereum and Bitcoin is happening now in some parts, not in all parts. Like in this, you know, mathematically like one company, I forgot, a huge company that, like, the ones that are holding stuff in their wallets there, I guess to get their interest, you know, one of those places, and the Ethereum has the number one. Like, people getting rid of their Bitcoin, they're getting rid of it and buying Ethereum. You know what I mean? Because they know Ethereum is going to massively jump up, and right now you can get it at an affordable price. Even at 23 something, that's affordable. You know, even if you bought $1,000 worth, you got basically almost a half of Ethereum. You know, and if Ethereum goes up to $5,000 or $4,000, you got like $2,500, and you only paid that. You know what I mean? Like, and it's gonna happen. I know cryptocurrency had their massive, you know, like hurting for a little while, and they still are hurting, but it's bouncing back, and Ethereum is really bouncing back. Ethereum is bouncing back. They're doing their work, and they are about to blow up. So, you know, that's my little knowledge to you guys about the stocks. Not as good as people like Crypto. Check him out. He's the best. I'll give him a shout out with nothing in return. I'm not getting paid by him, but I watch a lot of Crypto. You know what I mean? Or crypto. And that guy from, is it Crypto? I think so, but whatever. And I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit the thumbs up. Don't forget, 300 subscribers. There's another money payout. And I hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. And bye now.